Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to TGIF Talks, episode 135. I'm your host, Dr. Sheep. Joined my co-host, Anonymous Phil.
Oh, you're awfully loud. You're hurting my ears.
That's how I always do the intro.
Okay, but you're still loud.
Let's roll the intro. Alrighty, it's a quick one today. Half hour, she's probably looking at the time. 8:30, so 9 o'clock. There's 56% left on the GoPro. Hopefully that's enough. We could probably, well, we'd have to turn the car on to plug it in. The reason, look where we are. We're in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I was just making the joke like, yeah, we should probably silence our phones or whatever. But there's no service. Well, there's not really much of anything, is there?
Oh, there's a house 2 miles that way.
Yeah, there is a house 2 miles that way. Don't know who lives there. If we did, we would.
Which is why
there.
I was saying, I don't know how bad your echo is.
2 miles is a long ways to hear somebody shouting like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Anyways, the sun's currently setting. We're waiting for the stars to come out. That's why we're here. We're here for stars. It's gonna get dark, real dark. Not the greatest conditions. There's a lot of haze.
Yeah.
But I think this is the first remote podcast. I know Will and I wanted to do it one time in our camper, but my parents kept coming in and out, and it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
So we just did it at my parents' house, I think.
Sure.
And we called it good. So, yeah. We've got cows in the background. They're probably just like 1 pixel each to you guys, but, it is what it is. There's bugs, despite how cold it is. It's actually kind of chilly out.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, what the hell do you want to talk about? Because, like, anything we do talk about, we can't verify.
Yeah.
There's no service. Yeah, no, there's nothing. My phone buzzed earlier. I don't know what that was. Somehow my phone knows there's a software update. I don't know how it knows that. There's no service. Is that what this podcast is going to be? There's no service. We can keep talking about AI, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, did you see anything interesting about it this week?
Nope.
No.
No.
No, it's
Have you been reading about it?
no. Too much politics this week. Too much staring at the weather app, going like, "What's it gonna do?"
Yeah.
And now it's hazy because there's smoke. Because Canada's a bitch. Fuck you, Canada. Well, I suppose we could talk about the shorts.
Okay.
There's nothing to mention about the AI. The shorts are doing okay. So I did the South Park Red Rocket. You never watched that video?
Nope.
So in the video where we repainted the rocket, I brought up how I wanted to paint it fluorescent green, but you wanted to paint it red. And I was just like, you're like, it has to be a red rocket.
It'll stand out.
And I was just like, whatever. You've never seen the South Park episode where they jerk a dog off and they call it Red Rocket.
Yeah. No, I know the term Red Rocket.
I've
heard the term Red Rocket.
That's why I didn't want to paint it red.
Oh.
That's why I wanted it fluorescent green. So, anyways, in the video, I made the joke. So then I was like, you know what, that's kind of a fun little short, taking that joke, because then I have the South Park clip play. I don't have the jog actually finished, but it gets pretty close. So I play the clip of me being like, I didn't want it to be red, Phil wanted it to be red, and then I have the South Park clip. And it there's a lot of distractions out here now. Nature. Oh no, that's like a goose or duck or something. Unfortunately, my binoculars are way over there. Well, anyways, uh, so I made it into a short. We lost 3 subscribers because of that short. Like, I don't know if it was directly, but like the short went up that day. We lost 3 subscribers, but like by the next day we were already back up to where we were, and now we're ahead of that. We were at 678.
Mm-hmm.
We dropped 3, so we went to 675. Now we're back up to 670. Now we're up to 679, and it's very possible we're even further ahead than that now. But I have no idea because, well, you know exactly what I'm gonna say, because there's no
Internet?
Yes.
Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I right?
He is right. Painfully right, but he is right. I was trying to make the joke, but I guess we're not gonna make that joke. So we started doing chemistry stuff. Now I made a short. I was gonna tweet at Cody. I never did. So I made a short using a clip of him biting the Indian.
Oh.
And well,
Well, maybe you showed me that video. How old is that video?
him biting the Indian is old.
Because I think you've showed me that before. Because I knew that from somehow.
Oh, I know I have. I used it in a chemistry video. About
Is this an old chemistry video?
not define old.
Like, you being in like junior year or whatever at UNO.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was still in your parents' basement.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the one where where I bought all the elements. I bought the periodic table, the big one,
Yeah.
back then. That series.
And then you bought like 2 kilograms of sodium,
That I did not know, not sodium. It was silicon,
silicon.
and that was after everything.
2 kilograms.
Yeah. But like, and then I had the idea: what would it take to get like a discarded whole crystal of silicon? I think we could go down to like, I don't know where the nearest chip manufacturer is, or nearest silicon manufacturer is, but we need to go there. And take my truck or whatever, load it up in the back, drive it home,
Yeah.
so that we can can you imagine having those things are huge. Imagine having that much pure silicon, because it's like 99%. It's the silicon made for chips is like some of the purest substance in the entire world.
Pure silicon.
You talk about, materials humanity has conquered. They talk about iron, steel,
Carbon.
I don't know if we've conquered carbon.
You have become carbon.
We are carbon,
Yes.
but we have not conquered carbon yet. If we had conquered carbon, we'd have carbon nanotubes, and that's that's conquering fire. That's not an element.
Yeah, but you're using carbon.
Yeah, but that's not conquering carbon. Conquering carbon is making carbon nanotube technology cheap. Like,
Oh, not just simply making it?
no. Like, you need to, like, use it for, like, everything. Like, silicon, we use it. It's cheap, but, like, it's super pure. And so, that's the thing. Silicon is so pure. And we make it so cheaply for how pure it is. We've conquered silicon.
Yeah.
We've also conquered glass. So I've been told. So they hired Adam and Jamie to do like a 3-part series on YouTube back when they were still Mythbusters, talking about Corning's glass that they were working on. This was years ago already now. God, been like probably over half a decade, I'd assume, whenever the Mythbusters stopped. So, this was like I guess this would have been like 2016, 2017. Because when did MythBusters stop? 2018?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. MythBusters stop. I don't know. I can't Google
You
it.
can't look it up
Can't.
because there's no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's the issue. Totally not the freaking cows behind us. I blame the cows.
The cows ate all the internet.
They're too big and watery.
They absorb all the internet.
Yeah. Well,
Straight to their gut.
Yep. There is GPS signal, but you can take that as is. There are some cars that go by every once in a while. Man with the bobcat going by. But it's anyways. So yeah, how did I get off on this silicon tangent?
You were talking about chips and elements. And
Oh, right. Yeah, what do you think we can find of chip manufacturer? Chip manufacturers. Do you have a discarded giant chunk? I mean giant chunk of silicon that you're not going to use?
like at least a solid inch by inch by inch.
Bruh, I got a chunk that big in my house. No, I'm wanting like
Like a log.
yeah. I want this thing like the size of my face. I want to like strain myself trying to pick it up. Geese. That's what it is. Geese.
Geese.
There's another one over there. But yeah. So, how much time have we spent? We've done 11 minutes. So, I guess, you've done a week now of working at night.
Oh yeah.
How's that?
It's going great. I get to sleep in till like 8 or 9. Go to bed at like midnight, so get a full night's rest. Wake up, and going in at 11. And then I work till 9. Then I have dinner and repeat. I feel like I get less done in the evenings, honestly.
Yeah, because you're going to bed at midnight. You're going to bed like at 10.
So, well, that was because I wanted to get my full night's sleep before 6 a.m.
Right.
But now, I wake up at like 8 or 9, and I just kind of just take the morning slow. Not really in a rush. And so,
Are you getting less done?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. When I get all ready, I just go to work. When I get back home, just lounge around until it's time to go to bed, have dinner, and repeat, and then go to bed, and then go to work, repeat. However,
you do have a whole day off.
the kicker is that I get a full day off. All that extra time that I would normally have, that I would normally spend, clump all those hours into one giant day, and let's call that Friday.
Yeah, of course, today doesn't count.
I'd have to take today off.
Yeah.
So that was the beauty. I got to save my hours, my vacation at that time.
But now you can't have overtime. Not as easily.
Yeah, overtime is a lot more difficult. I would say right now I'm getting like 1 hour.
I'm getting -2.
Because
to
it's
3.
like, maybe 15 minutes late here, 15 minutes late there. Yesterday was like a half hour late. But, I think it adds up to about an hour or so far. So, yeah, instead of working like, 44 hours a week, which is about what I was doing, 43, 44, now it's 41.
Well, now it's weird, because, I don't know when the hell to text you. I used to know, about 11 o'clock, I knew you'd respond.
Oh, yeah, because that's when I took my lunch.
Now it's I don't know when the hell he'll respond.
Oh, 5 o'clock is usually when I take my lunch break.
Lunch break, so it's dinner.
Yeah. Well, no, because I go home and have another dinner.
Right. See, you're gonna get, you think you're gonna, I mean, since today's only week 1, I don't think you'll get too hungry late tonight.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Isn't their quick shop open late, though?
Lincoln?
No, here.
I don't know.
Didn't we find that out last time? It's open like 24?
Maybe. Why, you need to go there?
No, I'm just saying if you get hungry tonight.
I won't get hungry. I'll be fine.
That's what they all say.
I have more crackers.
That's true.
And
you have 2 boxes. I wanted to get a big box.
I have 2 boxes of crackers and several granola bars.
I see. Well, I was hoping to, discuss my book about Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay, let's hear it.
But it didn't show up until after we left.
Oh yeah, that book.
Yeah. And I've only read, 3 pages of Cosmos.
Yeah, I don't know what. You're a slow reader. It took you 5 hours to read 3 pages.
That's not why it took me 5 hours.
It took you 5 hours to read 3 pages. Would you mind telling the world why you're so slow at reading, or do you not know?
It wasn't... I mean, I read literally all 3 of those pages in a matter of a short time span. I just didn't spend any other time reading.
It took you 2 hours to read half of the first page.
Because we were talking. We got in arguments. As we
had lots
do.
of great discussions.
We had a lot of interesting discussions, that is for sure.
Some of which people may be strongly swayed one way or the other.
Yeah, we can't talk about that. Now, if we had a bonus segment, say for a certain paid-for platform that starts with a P and ends with an N.
Is it 4-letter word?
No. Patreon, I think. I don't remember if the E or the O.
You can't say it out loud?
No, I can't. Patreon. I was just being ambiguous to be ambiguous. Now, if we had a Patreon, then we could theoretically upload controversial discussions to there. Theoretically. I don't know if I would want to.
Yeah.
Something that was going through my mind a lot this week was, what if I ran for Congress? And I realized I can't. There is 3 weeks of continuous footage of my life on the internet.
And?
We say a lot of things. A lot of things a lot of people might get very angry with.
3 weeks on the internet?
Yeah. I think if you took all the podcasts, all 135 of them, stuck them together, I think it's about 3 weeks. Nah, maybe not. Maybe 3 work weeks.
Yeah, but there's only really one podcast that they really could.
Actually, podcast 29 is not, or 28, whatever the hell which one it is not the one that concerns me. Actually, it's the ones where it's just oh, when I talk about this is what I would do for this economic policy or whatever. Those are the ones they would nitpick. Oh yeah, we made an index for blowjobs. Nobody cares. But what I say about what we should do for economic policy, that would piss people off. And that's the part people care about. The sun is slowly going behind the hill. There's so much haze I can stare directly at it and it won't completely hurt.
Yeah.
Completely.
However, it does make the belt band of Venus very apparent.
Belt band of Venus, is that what that is?
Yeah, the red. You can see it at sunrise too.
Is that what they call it?
Yep.
I'm just watching the sunset. Isn't that wild?
The red, they call it the belt band of Venus.
Huh.
Why? I don't know.
Well, that's what I mean. Venus is. Wow, I literally just watched the sunset. That pissed the coyotes
Now do you
off.
see the green? How do we see the green? Oh,
No.
oh, I still see it.
Seriously? You can
Yeah.
stand up and... Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Me standing up is enough to see it.
Well, you know what's interesting? The sun's going to set first for you,
Yeah.
then me. Tell me when it sets.
Right in the edge.
Yeah, right in the edge for me, too.
It's
I can still see
gone.
I can still see the tip of it. Maybe. I'm probably just...
Gone.
Wow.
Ow!
That really pissed the coyotes off.
The sunset.
Well, it's set behind that hill. The sun isn't actually set, though. We still got another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's central
But I don't
time.
see the green. Where's the green?
No.
Or is the green what's in the atmosphere above the red? See how it's red, orange?
I
it's
kind
like
of see
green.
some green.
You can almost see. You can almost make out a rainbow
Well, yeah. Well, I used to do that on my way to school every morning.
because then it's blue
Then purple.
and then purple. Yeah, you got the whole rainbow right here.
Yeah, I noticed that one morning walking down the driveway to school. Or maybe I was just going for my
We got
walks.
a rainbow in the sky. The whole sky is your rainbow.
Yeah, yeah. This was back in like 3rd grade. I noticed that. I thought it was the coolest thing. Like, the
Yeah.
whole sky is a rainbow.
And then wait till it gets lower and it becomes a deeper and deeper blue, purple,
Right.
and then
Black.
black.
The thing, what's really... Oh, no, the camera light's flashing now. Or maybe that's the recording light and I'm just now noticing it.
Or maybe that's the I'm low on battery.
It's probably the I'm low on battery. We'll just keep going. If we stop now, it would definitely be the shortest podcast ever. Rondo and I now hold the record for shortest podcast.
What is it?
Not by much. It's by like probably seconds.
Oh.
And that's without the outro. It's by quite a bit. But with the outro, it's by not by much. So
Is it like what? Just over a half hour?
just under. Remember?
Or just under?
I think our shortest one is just under. I think today's might break that.
That's fine.
Two podcasts in a row of being the shortest podcast ever.
Remember how for a while we used to always make it longer and longer? It was like for like 3 weeks in a row. It's like, yeah, let's do longer. It's like, no. And then somehow it would. And then
I remember that
I don't want to
week.
do that. And then somehow we broke the record again. I think our longest is like 3 hours.
Just under.
Just
'Cause
under
I think there was one where I cut a bunch of stuff out and it ended up being just under 3 hours.
3 hours.
Never again. See, the thing about that is, right, as you know, as fun as that is to have 3 hours of
A
conversation,
lot to edit.
I have to sit there and listen to all 3 goddamn hours.
But do you actually listen to it if you miss stuff?
I don't miss names.
Oh.
I would miss swears, because swears were... They're, like, when it gets that long, it's hard to pay attention.
Yeah.
Especially since I didn't really have anything else to do. I didn't think of it. Now I play on my iPad or I'd surf the internet. For a while, I was just surfing the internet. I try and play Minecraft, but the issue is, like, sometimes I'd have to, like, stop and re-listen to something or stop and see what the hell's going on. It just wasn't conducive to being a good Minecraft play experience. I want to shoot the laser at the camera, but I don't want to break it. I don't want to fry it, so...
Yeah, we know what it does to skin.
Well, not this one. Oh, wow, that's so much brighter now. It was like dim earlier.
Wait, does that one hurt?
This one?
Yeah.
No,
No?
I don't think so. We don't have a Sharpie with us. We can't test it. I just
Yeah.
remember we were halfway across my apartment. We had to...
I closed my eyes too, and it was just like, ow!
Because, like, did we do one where, like, I didn't tell you whether it was on your skin or not? To see if you could detect it?
Yeah, and I pointed to where it hurt, and you're like, yeah, that's where it was.
Oh, man. See, I still want to do a whole video where we just screw around with the laser.
Pop balloons.
Pop balloons. Like, I should have brought it with me tonight. Because, like, what would have been cool is, like, put one of us there.
Oh,
And then one of us
could you
way over
imagine
there.
if we shot one at a cow?
Let's not. But no, what I wanted to do was, like, have one of us stand on the road over here, take the car, drive all the way to the top of that hill, and then shine the big blue laser.
Oh.
And could you imagine the beam? I want to measure how big the beam gets.
have you measured how big a beam gets?
Well, I mean, the beam, like, when it comes out, it's pretty damn tight. But, like, that's probably a mile.
Wait, so like you want to have 3 people, like someone here to...
Well, I'd have a camera here.
So you have a camera here. We'd go one person up there, one person at the end. No,
Yeah.
because you don't have... I don't want to be at the end where I'm like in the blinding zone.
And I don't trust you with the laser. But we have to be able to... We have to have a camera here, camera there, and then a camera where we are.
Why can't we just have me here just be like, yep, I think you reached that hill.
But, like, that doesn't... I want to know how big.
How do you measure how big without me looking at it?
You don't have to. So the thing is, we put it on like a tripod. We'd build like a little tape mount, and it would just sit there. And we'd turn it on, and it would just point.
Well, if we knew the mathematical angle, we could figure that out too. I just don't know how big of a cone it makes.
Neither do I. This is why we'd be doing this.
Probably like 1 degree.
We'd also want laser goggles, I think, with that. I forgot to ask while I was at the when I got my.
Oh.
That was actually something I wanted to do. I wanted to see if they had laser welder goggles, because I want those because those reflect IR. Because at that distance, I'm not worried about the blue light. I'm worried more about the IR. Still.
Wait, the heat?
No. So these lasers, right? That's the reason why they're so cheap is because the diode in here is actually an infrared diode. Same thing you get on like a CD player. The CDs use infrared, DVDs use blue.
Yeah.
Not blue, red. And then Blu-ray is blue.
Yeah.
So to get this green color or blue, they have to be stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
And they use a crystal. Well, this crystal isn't 100% efficient. But the thing is, if this thing is outputting a watt of green light, and it's 1% inefficient, or what have you, that's still way more freaking infrared light than what is permissible, than what you're supposed to have, because these are supposed to output, well, this says greater than 500 milliwatts, 5,000 milliwatts.
5,000 milliwatts is 5 watts.
My eyes are so bad, and it's red on silver. Is that 500 or 5,000? I think it's 500, actually.
What am I reading? Oh,
It's in red on silver.
532.
What? No, that's the nanometers. There's a wattage in red. There's a greater than sign next to it. Oh,
It's written in red?
Yeah. It's hard to read. I can't tell how many zeros there were.
Oh,
I think it's 500. That would make more sense. And actually, it's less than. It is...
probably is. I don't think 5,000 would make sense. Why is that so small?
I have no idea why it's so small. Well, anyways,
Will I zoom in?
I suppose you could try with your phone, yeah. But, 1% of that is still, like, more than what is permissible by law, and enough IR to fry your eyeballs. Like, their thing was, I don't know if it was 99. I think they're less than that. There's a YouTuber. He's a hobby laserist.
Oh no, it is 5,000.
What the frick? That's not right.
It is 5,000.
So is it saying it's 5 watts?
Less than 5 watts.
What the fuck?
I was looking at this, I was like, the number looks too long to be 2 zeros.
Yeah. Why is this 5 watts, China? Explain this to me.
532 nanometers.
There's a plane. Don't let the intrusive thoughts win, Doc. Don't let the intrusive thoughts win. Oh no,
Max output power
we're talking about committing felonies again on the
is
podcast.
less than 5 watts.
Oh no. Oh no. Not the felonies again.
Looks like Maine's coming early.
We got an extra 5.5 hours tacked on. Luckily, though, it's in the middle of nowhere already.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder where it'd have us drive to get to Maine from here. I think we're close enough to Mullen. It'd have us go to Highway 2 to the interstate. But I almost wonder if it would be quicker going north, taking that over to Interstate 92.
Yeah. Don't know.
It'd be better, because, like, I think wasn't the whole point to, like, not take interstate?
Well, yeah, ideally, because that's where the most cops are. It was ideally, so you had 24 hours to get to Maine without being, because is that what we said? We said 24 hours, and then that's when you got to start taking back roads?
Yeah. I think
Well, I think, can you get to Maine in 20? No, I don't think you can.
No.
So you'd
That's
have, like,
from the university.
So you'd have several hours of back roads.
Yeah. Well, you could.
To be fair, there only is one interstate that goes through Maine. I think.
Great. 10 out of 10.
You got one interstate that goes up, and I think it curves, and then that's it.
10 out of 10. Would not recommend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we got noise pollution.
I wonder if they can hear the coyotes. I'll have to. Let's be quiet for a moment. See if they can hear them. I'll have to see when I go look back at this to see if you can hear it. But yeah, playing. But the wind died down finally, so I will actually be able to hear cars tonight. So yeah,
Here's the plane.
if you want to see more of this, the vlog will be live, I think the same day the podcast goes live, probably.
Mm-hmm.
There's also going to be a new main channel video going up. There's going to be a lot of content going up around this date. But, yeah. We need... Too bad Kyle wasn't with us.
Yeah.
What a loser.
He's out there making money while we're wasting it away.
So, who's having more fun right now?
Him?
What?
We're sitting here in a hazy blue sky. Can't see a single star. The biggest star of all has now disappeared.
That's true.
There are literally no stars out.
There's literally nothing.
There are literally no stars out.
Oh, would you come... This isn't the worst. This won't be the worst sky we've had here.
I think we'll have at least 2 stars pop out.
It will be the second worst sky we've had here.
Yeah.
Probably.
Second worst?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So number one is very hard to beat. I don't know if you can beat number 1.
Well, we just come out here when it's cloudy.
Number 1 cannot be beat. It was cloudy.
Did we vlog that?
It was so freaking dark too. I remember we couldn't see our hands.
You still can't see our hands. Tonight, I don't... Ooh. Jesus Christ.
No, I just remember we went down to the intersection, and you're like, "Where are you? Do you go back to the car?" I was standing right in
That
front
was
of you.
true.
I was right in front of you.
That was true.
And you were like, "I'm right here." Oh, there.
I do remember that. It was so freaking dark for that.
You're like, "How far ahead are you?" I'm right here.
that was true. It was so... Because, like, and you were wearing white, weren't you?
Yeah, I think so.
I couldn't see you. It was so dark that time.
I know, you could not see your hand in front of your face. It was super dark. And I think we watched... Was that when we watched the Peanuts?
Yep, we watched Snoopy all night.
Yeah.
No. We will hopefully never repeat that again.
Yeah.
Unless we're, like, out here storm chasing or something.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I don't know why we'd ever do that.
Well, then that would be better than this, because we intentionally wanted it to be dark
That's true.
and stormy.
I would be interested in seeing how...
That was just nothing. It was just cloudy.
I am curious how dark it actually gets here when there is no stars.
Yeah. I'm shocked by how cold it got already.
I told you it was going to be cold today. That's why I brought my medium weight jacket. I'm currently wearing my lightweight.
I didn't realize it was going to get so cold.
Yeah. Well, we have no way of knowing what the temperature is. We need to bring a thermometer with us next time.
I do have one. But
Huh?
not with me.
Oh. Why do you have a thermometer?
Wait, no, my car.
Oh, that's right. I don't trust the car thermometer though.
Why?
Because the car radiates a lot of heat.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know where the thermometer is.
That's the thing. Because I just feel like it's just gonna...
Well, I think it's pretty accurate because it matches my phone pretty well.
Interesting.
I'll turn it on, see what it says.
Well, he does that. Yeah, so this is what we do. To all the people out there that question what the hell we do, this is what we do. We come out to the middle of nowhere. This is the weirdest podcast. He's just going to start his car while I'm sitting here. This podcast is off the rails. Vroom, vroom. Can you imagine if you had a loud car? What'd it say?
It says 66, but I don't believe that.
My ass.
I think it needs to cool down a bit. I think it might be from when it last took a reading. So it might need to stabilize. I might need to leave the car on for a bit for it to figure out.
Yeah, my ass is 66.
I don't think
my
it's
fucking
66.
left pinky toe is fucking colder. It's colder than that shit.
Yeah, I was gonna 66.
My left butt crack is colder than that.
Cold ass.
You can live. You'd be lucky to won't sniff my ass.
That was my line, yeah.
Was it sniff or wipe?
No, sniff. It was a slot. It was like a slave or whatever.
Oh,
and I was
wasn't
like, what kind of... And he was talking about, what it'd be like working on my farm. And I was like, what kind of luxury do you think you'd be living in? You'd be lucky to sniff my ass.
Oh man, this podcast went off the rails real quick there. That was something that was probably never supposed to see the light of day. Now here it is, 36 minutes into a podcast for the entire world to see and hear. But it's beautiful. There's cows. We are the cow state. So.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was Iowa.
Oh.
No,
They're the
wait,
corn
Iowa's
state.
the corn. No, Texas is the cow state.
Nope, we are.
Are you sure?
We are the beef state.
I could have swore Texas held the record for the most livestock.
They might hold the record for most cattle, but we are the beef state. They're Texas. They're the Lone Star state.
Yeah, but they still somehow beat us, I thought.
Well, I mean, look at how big it is. Look how big we are.
Yeah, we hold no record.
We do hold the most record for most cows per person.
Oh, do we?
Probably.
Maybe.
I'd have to look at the population of cattle in Wyoming. And then the
Oh,
population
yeah.
of Wyoming.
Yeah, population of Wyoming is number 50. It'd be hard to beat.
And Montana. Montana's pretty big. And it's got a much smaller population than Nebraska.
Yep.
But we have a lot of cows here. There's like 5 cows per person.
So you're saying there's 10 cows out here right now?
There's more than that.
There's only got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. When do you want me to stop?
When you get around. When you get around.
Look at that, kids. We're counting cows for a podcast.
Don't fall asleep.
Anyways, we are at 39 minutes. The thing's probably wanting to die.
Yeah. Oh, there's another cow.
Did you hear that one?
There's another cow coming out.
Anyways, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcasts every Friday, 12 p.m. Central Time. Not in such beautiful locations like this, but, on Discord. Actually, no, we don't. We'll rarely be on Discord now that you're working nights. We have to do them Sundays. And, good night.